It's a lemon and lime chicken Madras, my own recipe by Doug's BIR. I'm Doug and welcome if you're watching from sunny Wales in a place called Cwmbran in the valleys. Cwmbran means Valley of the Crows. Nothing to do with the cooking, but there we go. So I'm just warming up some ghee. You can use vegetable oil or coconut oil. And I'm popping in small onion. I'm going to try this because it's nearly burnt. I'm not rushing this video, it's going to be a long video. So if you get bored then you can pop along, I don't mind. Not offended. Try not to scrape so much metal on metal as someone mentioned earlier. M on M, which I didn't know what that meant. Metal on metal. But it's steel on steel, so perfectly healthy and gives you a bit of iron. Now I'm using a lime pickle, the lime part of lemon lime, some lemon juice and lemon balm, which is a herb I've got growing in the garden, which is good for you. If that goes fine, I'm not going to keep stirring them, there's no point. I'm not answering any questions, I'm afraid, because I've got a camera stuck in the corner, turned around the other way on my phone. But just to show you, hello, if you can see me. Let's turn those notifications off straight away. I want to get someone to film me. This is a BIR recipe of my own. BIR means strictly Indian recipe, so it's not strictly an authentic Indian recipe, but it is an authentic BIR recipe. And an original one as far as I know. I haven't seen anyone using lemon balm. It's got the taste and smell of lemon, but not the bitterness. But I'm adding a bit of sharpness with real lemon juice as well. And a bit of lime flavour from lime pickle, which is quite hot. I don't like the word spicy because not all spices are hot, but it's spicy hot. These are going to go brown. I'm going to wait for these onions to go brown. They're just going to add them as a dimension and texture to the curry. I'm using a base gravy, my own recipe as well. I've got a video for that's just warming, simmering in the background there. And it's about 3 ladles of base gravy for quite runny. I like these little pots because they're nice measurements. They take away cartons for like chutneys, but they're just about the right measurement for me for what I do. These are chilies, finger chilies. Some chopped fine, and I've left a few whole bits in there for a bit more texture and crunch. Some bits of chopped fine
But those onions are getting to the point now. So now I'm going to add garlic ginger paste. I've got a lot in here. You can use as much as you want, but a chef's spoon is good. Don't let it down. Don't let it down. Take it off if you need. You only need about 30 seconds or until you can smell garlic bread smell. And I'll just take it off. It's not glued on the cooker. Excuse my cookers. Quite crusty with today. I've been cooking a lot. So 30 seconds until you smell that garlic bread smell. Now this is going to do about 2 or 3 portions. I'm not measuring all this out for you because I already done a recipe online on my social media for this, so I'm just cooking. I've got a lot of spices in here compared to the recipe. Chuck those in. I'm going to add a bit more oil because I've got a lot of spices. If you're health conscious, don't watch my videos. But you can always skim the oil off at the end. And then use it as flavoured oil, seasoned oil. Which I recommend. Use it for another day. So boil the spices for 2 minutes, medium heat. See that oil gets soaked up quite quickly with that amount of spice powder in. It's quite simple, this recipe. It's curry powder, turmeric, I've got a bay leaf in there, some mustard seeds and a little bit of cumin. Not overly complicated. Keep stirring that. Now I've got some, when you can smell those spices coming up, not quite but nearly, gets a bit dry, add a teeny bit of beef gravy in there. Always add the beef gravy a little bit at a time. It's quite watery, so it gets time to cook down and caramelise, but if it's thick, it sticks and burns too quickly. So if you dilute it, add a little bit at a time, it caramelises better. This is diluted tomato puree. You can use passata as well. So, about another 2 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat up now. As there's some liquid in there. It's not likely to burn. Add those chilies. I could have put those in with the onions, but hey ho, I am live. Splash of water to mix that puree out. Just don't let anything stick at this point. You can let that happen later when you put the base in. Yeah, I can smell those spices. The rawness is coming out of those now. And the mustard seeds as well. So, now I'm going to start burning my fingers. Start adding the base now a bit at a time without burning my fingers. So I'm going to put like half a ladle in at a time around the sides. Just don't touch it for a bit. Then you feel it sticking. That's caramelising then. Now for my table techniques I always do on my videos. Get a bit of that caramelising. Yeah. Good stuff. Start the stick, give it a stir. Straight side. Be brave and leave it as long as you can. Just test it if it's sticking. You get used to this after you've cooked a lot of them. You get to know the point where it's going to start sticking and burning when you've done a lot of them. And it all depends on what power cooker you've got. They can do it quick in the restaurant if you've got high power cookers. Like 12-watt ones. I think this is only like 5 watt or something. Hence my pyrotechnics. Just to whack the heat up on the side. Yeah, that's sticking. Nice and hot now. Don't put the flames around, so I'm going to go for another half ladle. I think I need a bit of water in there. If you do add water, then make sure you use warm water or you kill the flavour of the spices. And just rinse out your pots. Just to loosen it up a little bit. bit more base. Not so sizzly that time, so we can fix that. Yeah, start to stick and stir. Quick sides again. Let that cook for another 2 minutes. Smelling good. More bits of gravy. I'm going to add all the rest of the base gravy now. Bit of water. Turn the heat down. I like mine quite juicy and not too thick. I like a lot of liquid in mine. So that's a nice texture. Not too watery there. But it's better to have it more watery, and you can always cook it down, and the onions cook better. This is lime pickle. You can make your own, but who can be bothered? It's so readily available anyway. Alright, I've got some curry leaves, fenugreek, a couple of lime leaves, and coriander. That will soak up a lot of liquid, so you can add more water if you need. If you need to. As I said, I like mine quite liquidy, and then I like to cook it down. Just bring that to simmer in a minute. Right, that's down to simmer, so I can turn that down a bit. Now I'm adding my pre-cooked chicken, which I've cooked in base gravy. It's cut about 1.5 chicken breasts. And some lemon juice. About chef's spoon really. For this amount. Adjust it. If you don't have lemon juice, use white vinegar, tamarind, lime juice. It's lemon and lime chicken madras anyway. Or at worst, some instant coffee. But I didn't tell you that one. Right, let that heat up. If your chicken is raw, you need 20 minutes. If your chicken is pre-cooked, 10 minutes is fine. Just reduce that down to how you want it. I'm going to test it in a minute and taste for seasoning. While that's going, I'm going to start preparing my veg fried rice.
Ding! That's my pre-cut rice. Dinging. Poppy ping, as they say in Wales. Give that a stir. There's a bay leaf there, you can take that out before you serve it to anyone. Right, now I'm going to add some seasoning now. So start off with a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going for 2 teaspoons of white pepper I use. Sometimes black pepper, sometimes I mix it up. Stir that in. Pepper does add another dimension. And excuse me, constantly got a cold or hay fever or whatever it is. Some sugar to taste. You can use jaggery or honey or sweetener if you're diabetic. Stir that right down. I'm going to cook that so the oil starts floating on the top. And I'll carry on preparing my rice. Hello, if you're watching, I'm Doug and this is Doug's BIR doing a lemon and lime chicken madras tonight. Please try my recipes and subscribe, thank you. Don't put any music on because sometimes you break copyright and then they don't put your video on. So, especially with the music I play. The oil will start to rise to the top now, nicely. Let me know where you're all from and what dishes you like. Any requests, I'll do another video another day. Please like and subscribe. And any recommendations, improvements, anything. I'm just an average guy cooking in my kitchen. I'm not a pro. But I like to share my recipes with you. That's my hobby. I'm a care worker, not a chef. And I look after people with dementia, Alzheimer's, brain damage and end of life. So this is a relaxing hobby for me. And I'm on my annual leave.
The oil is starting to rise to the surface now. If you left that alone, if it's not sticking, you can siphon that off and use it as seasoned oil. Just put it in a jar, and all the debris will settle, and you can pour the clean oil off the top and keep that for cooking the next curry, and it will add more flavour. I do add a bit of aniseed flavour to my madras, as that's how I like it. After having my first madras from the standard tandoori in Maindy, Newport, Wales, and the Pasha Baldy, they were great curries, and they had slightly aniseed flavour. You can also use fenugreek if you want to do that. If you're a vegan or vegetarian, you can use fennel bulbs cut into cubes. That's quite nice. And I do use nutmeg and mace. My secret ingredients they are, but not now. So the oil's coming to the top. Little tip for you, if you buy green finger chilies, take the stalks off and they will last longer. And the reason is there are enzymes in the stalks, and you can actually use those enzymes to make curd
cheese curd. I've put a little video on about that, about making a curd from chili stalks and chilies. Right, that curry's about done now. So I'm going to start preparing my fried rice now. I'm using my best pan already, so I've got another pan there. Oh, that tastes so good. So, if all is good, my rice should be ready. This is pre-cut rice. Just a pilau. I cooked with a couple of cloves and bay leaf and cinnamon, ghee and some saffron. You can use turmeric, you don't have to use saffron. So I'm going to warm that ghee up now. And then in here I've got mixed veg. You can buy a packet of frozen mixed veg. I've just chopped up an onion. Green beans are nice in there. And a couple of mushrooms. So I'm heating the ghee up. And what I'm going to do when that ghee is heating, I'm going to start by adding some ginger garlic, about a tablespoon. Fry that off. Let it sizzle 30 seconds or so. Finger chilli, just break it into a few parts. Cut that in. Okay, now I'm adding my veg. Cauliflower, carrots, mixed veg, a couple of peas, sweet corn. Turn that down a bit. Cheat and add some of the oil from my lemon and lime chicken extract in there. That's full of flavour. Doesn't matter if any of the curry goes in there. Just get the oil off the top. That will make an extra special veg fried rice. Only about a chef's spoon's worth. Fry those around for a few minutes. This is handy to do if you've done a roast dinner and you've got veg left over for the next day. Think about this. Veg fried rice for a Monday. If you had your dinner on Sunday. So that flavoured oil is going to impart into the rice then. The rice is already cooked and I've left it in the fridge overnight.
Looking like that. I've got curry leaves in this curry as well, which I didn't put on my original recipe, but I like to try something different every time, in case I come up with a masterpiece. We've got a couple of tomatoes there. Use them for garnish for the curry, but I've run out today, so I haven't. I'm going to put a slice of lemon on the top as well to make it look good. So that veg was half cooked, about 10 minutes, and I'm frying it off now. You can put a lump of potato in there if you want. If you want to vindaloo, but I didn't bother. Just curry peas, mushrooms, sweet corn, onions, garlic, ginger. Right, my rice is going in now. My pilau, pre-cooked pilau. Whack the heat up and don't let it stick. You really want, you can have an egg, but that's getting very complicated now. Right, leave that, scrape it off the sides, leave it for a minute. I'm going to turn it down because I'm going out to check on my fish in my pond. Okay, I'm back. Fish seem okay, but the pond does need filtering, I think. So I'll do that tomorrow. And that'll heat up a bit. Don't stir it too much. Unless it's sticking, it'll get
sticky and gooey. I will do another video on coloured fried rice with the red and green bits in there, but it's all artificial, it's just for show, it's not for flavour. It does make it look pretty. You can even go as far as adding gold leaf if you're cooking for the prince. But no, not in my kitchen. Stick in. Looking like this now. I'm going to dish it up. Just a little bit, just to show you what it looks like. Do a little bit for the camera. And I will put a slice of lemon on there because it's looking for the camera. I've only got a little bit left. Ooh. A little bit of lemon on the top. Some coriander leaves on the top. And a couple of chilies for show. Which looks like this. Thank you for watching, guys. This is Doug on Doug's BIR. Hope you enjoyed my video. Here's the veg fried rice. And there is the lemon and lime madras, my recipe. Thank you. Please subscribe and good night. Now I've got to figure out how to stop the video.